I've had to pray over this one today. Dear Mom and Dad, please allow me the right words to say. I pray every day. I know some people probably think I'm a heathen and I don't believe in this. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in what they do or what they say. I don't talk my religion or talk my spirituality. I walk the walk. There's a difference between those who just talk and preach and those who walk and reach and teach. There's a difference. We're in very interesting times right now. Some of you are not affected yet. You will be. Some of you are affected. It's preparation season. 'Tis the season for preparation. Notice how we noticed at the creek that the squirrels were starting to gather early. Fall was coming in, or it was coming in late but early. Don't let the weather, because Mom knows I don't do cold very well. So Mother Nature is working with me, giving me time to prepare, because this time of year, number one, if you have high blood pressure, now my blood pressure numbers have been absolutely phenomenal for the most part, but this is what you may or may not know. If you have high blood pressure, even if your numbers are good and you start noticing your numbers going up during the winter time, it's a vascular thing. It's a normal thing. Your numbers go up, which means you need to address now what you are eating. Like, I know I have to go and work out or do my walking because I like to eat. And this is also the season where I have to like pull myself away. I don't do it nowhere near as much as I used to, but I have to pull myself away from what I call comfort food, cookies and cakes and stuff like that. Plus I make cakes too. I know a lot of people be making cake. I don't eat none of these people cakes. I don't eat none of these people. I am so limited in the places where I eat. I don't go to nobody's house and eat no food anymore. You're not a real restaurant. I don't give a damn how long I've known you. I don't trust nothing. Because it got really serious in 2022 and 2023 when I'm like, oh my God, these people are trying to poison me in reality. I mean, it got deep. Simply because some of these people took the tea for a fee, or they took the fee for a tea, and then you had between Hollywood and Hillsong and Calabasas and Philly and the music industry and who knows who. Everybody coming after me. And then some of you even set my own squad against me, the military. And I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I would vet me too if I had heard all the shit that they said about me. Because please believe I vet you. Like, there are some people who are just miserable. No matter what they or you do, they are miserable. They were born in misery, and they're going to die in misery. Their money's not going to make them greater. Their clout's not going to make them paper. Nothing they do is going to win, because they are a bona fide seated hater. From the rooter to the tutor. Watch your tree, because your tree determines your legacy, your DNA, your tree, the tree of life. People talk about the tree of life, but they depend on Christ. But what is Christ? How in the world do you expect a savior to come through and save you when you don't even do what you're supposed to do? Anyway, what did I name this today? You know what? 'Tis the season. Meditation music, heart chakra. It's ironic. Heart chakra music. I am truly in my high priestess mode today. Yeah, okay. Stuff a military brat would do. Teach a class. And this is why you don't want to trigger the military right now. You really don't. And yet some of you are going to do that anyway because, you know, you're trash. You're trash. You're trash. And one would say, well, Val, don't judge. Oh, no. If I don't judge, who can judge? Who is it going to judge my life? Who are you going to judge my life? Are you going to come in and tell me what to do? Are you going to check me, boo? Val, you shouldn't judge, but you judge me. So I can't have the turnaround about fair play and judge you. Let me tell you something. If all guns are pointed at you, what were you going to do? What are you going to do when all guns spiritually, mentally, and physically are pointed at you and you know you didn't do anything but tell the truth? Not just your truth, but the truth. People lie about how smart they are. People use that word like genius, like it's like the genius is this person is a G and this person is a G. What's a G to you? Does G mean gangster? Does G mean genius? Does G mean great? What does G mean to you? You know, it's a G that hates. It's you new gangsters who are so fake. You're so pussy and fake. And you want to intimidate people. And you think certain people will tolerate because you've been raised by trash. You've been taught by trash. You listen and you watch trash. And so everything you do is trash. Your goats eat trash. Your goats eat ass. You have children. And these so-called celebrities or rappers, you're still children too. I don't give a damn how old you are. You can be 60, 70, and 82, but if you're acting this way, then you have not grown up. You are still stuck in your trashy behavior. You are not even, well, you know, one would say a plant, but no, you're a weed. That's why you smoke so much weed. You know the saddest thing that can ever be? Somebody that all they do all day and all night is just smoke weed and drink. I have never in my life seen a happy drunk. Never. Have you honestly? Be honest with yourself. Have you honestly seen a happy drunk? I can't think of one. And I've met many people all around the world. And I have never ever seen a happy drunk. Somebody that's drinking all the time. I see a lot of drunken bums. I see a lot of drunks with hate. I see a lot of miserable drunks. I see a lot of drunks who are fake. I see a lot of politicians and preachers and celebrities too. And they literally have the things that some of them do, trashy people who clearly don't have a clue that the energy that they put on others is going to come back to them and their family too. You say you love your children, but when your children die in front of you, or when your loved one dies in front of you, there is no God. There is no God. I am God. I am this. God means nothing to me. I am the devil. See, you keep calling on the devil and you just might see the devil in reality. But this is a class. Why you don't trigger the military, or more so why you don't trigger me. I am a military brat. My mother was in the military. She was a nurse. So I was born from a healer. You want to look at who's the realest teacher? It might be me. I don't have your medical degrees, but I was taught by a master. She had her degree. She knew what to do. She was a nurse and was in the military too. So she fought and served. And for some of you men out there who feel like women aren't supposed to serve in the military, you know what you need to do? You need to shut the fuck up, because you haven't met the right one yet that will fuck you up and show you how you are wrong. Yes, I am pointing at you. Letting you know you come for me with that dumb shit, bitch, I will come for you. Whew, calm down, baby. Daddy's got it. But you know, you have to put a bitch in check. You can't keep your bitch on a leash. So you want to disrespect me? You better curb your own house. I curved the word, mother. You better curb your own house. You better curb the dog. You better curb the dog, and you better curb that bitch in you. Anyway, but the fact of these so-called, they're not men. They're even, most of them are drunks. They're, or they're pill popping some kind of way. Meth heads, crack heads, whatever. Weed heads, whatever. That's all they do. Women, they don't know nothing about women. They've never had a good woman in their life. Probably the mommy was a hoe, I mean, or maybe the mommy was, I don't know, maybe daddy was a hoe. I don't know your story. No, I don't care. But when you come up with me and that bullshit, I'm going to let you know clearly away. You have never had a friend like me. You have never met a person like me. You will never have someone like me. It doesn't even work like that. People want to say, well, it's the yin and the yang. It's the opposite got to come in. Bitch, that doesn't even work. Even it's biblical. It says equally yoked. How you going to take a good person and you're going to line that person with a joke? That is not even math. M-A-T-H. Can you spell math, or do you keep putting the E where the A is supposed to go? Never an alpha will you be. You all up. Never mind. M-A-T-H. That's what I'm talking about today, not M-E-T-H. Anyway, back to me. My legacy. My mother served in the military. Somebody want to come and say something about how my mom shouldn't have never served, and she was a black woman too? Well, blackish. I mean, there's quite a few, it's quite a few hues in our family tree. But anyway, and all of them right now are coming out of me. Bitch, I don't want to hear nothing about Native Americans. I don't want to hear nothing about white people. I don't want to hear nothing about black people. I don't want to hear nothing that, I don't want to hear no ignorant person come up to me today, because you might get slapped, because the military is on one. Don't trigger the military today. I hear sirens in the background. Today is not the day you play. Or it is the day you play. If you come about the right way, you could save a life today. Yours. Now, getting back to, we have clearly understood how I feel about my mother. My mother's not a whore. You come up in my face and say one more time that my mother's a whore, you better be glad I have God in me. Every single day I have to pray. Yes, God is real. Yes, I saw the vision. Yes, Daddy said, get out when this industry shit and all these people were doing. I mean, I know what I saw. If I didn't see what I see, how is the whole damn industry falling apart? Now, you want to lie about it if you want to. You want to put these nice little press stories, but everybody's music, everybody's concerts, everybody's falling apart. Your Bitcoin money you ain't going to get. What is this NFT shit? Greta Thunberg, where were you, or were you even real? So much was AI, and that is for real. But either way, at the end of the day, I am the real deal. And yet, you talk about bars. These are some of the worst bars, the worst music in history. You have true legends that are out there for you to still see, but you don't even look at the quality in them. Why do people go to concerts and they don't even look at the person that's on stage anymore? They're looking at their phone. They're so busy taking pictures for Instagram or whatever. You know why? Because you can't even engage in your crowd. If you're really into that concert, you're into that show, not your phone, yo. Which means those of you who are getting up in that stage, number one, you either fake or you're boring as shit. Why should I spend lots of money for people boring as shit? Right now, what we need is an FDR, but I'll get to that in a minute. And please believe me, I'll tell you that. But you say Cardi B can get on Drink Champs or something like that, or Saucy Wings say, "Hey, FDR," and it like Cardi, I would like to, and I'm not Tasha K, so please don't play me that way, because you can't sue me, bitch. And that includes you too, Tasha K, and Storm Monroe, and all you motherfuckers. I mean, this is no hate. This is no hate for any social media, but we all know the fakiness and the pussiness in many of you. We all know the gang stalking that you too do. We all know that you got yourself caught in a trap and you're trying to come back and clap back, and you can clap back at anybody that you want to. You have that right. But when you clap at me, be understood that I will clap back at you with integrity, though. Bitch, don't play with me, boo. We're teaching a class today on what real military brats do who had good trees. I had good seating, high level seating. Legacy seating. Legacy recognizes legacy, not some fake ass shit. YouTube has made everybody, every trick and every dick and every click. We can be famous and go viral, but you still ain't shit. Gotta get these views up. Gotta get these views up. Subscribe, like, and I don't give a shit if you like and subscribe or not. I'm not selling anything. I'm not the thought. And yet I woke up and I'm still hot. Because I have better things to do. I don't care if I have just 1, 2, 3, or 4 set of eyes on me. They're more important to me than all of you. Whoever needs to see me, sees me. And that's my crew. So, Daddy, being the master, what is it, master commanding warrant officer, stuff like that. See, like I said, I wasn't even into all of that stuff. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is the button I'm wearing is Dr. Khalid Muhammad. This was my goddaddy. This too was a goddaddy of mine. He became a goddaddy to me and my husband. I have some food. Wait a minute. Warming up in the oven and I smell it. Hang on. You know when you start to smell it, that means it's time to take it out. I'll be back in a sec. I can't burn up my food, man. Okay. You know me, I don't miss food. Val Jones, Pisces knows food. Good food. By the way, those of you who can't cook, I would say I feel sorry for you, but you know what? You should have learned. You had enough money, you had enough time. How do you earn whatever it is that you earn? In fact, got it, mother. Mother, like, will you chew your food before you like choke on it? You talking with your mouth. You know better than that. You're not Krishan Rock or whatever that shit is. The people that you listen to, and see, it's people like that. People like that. You have somebody like a Krishan Rock that'll come up to me and she'll get her ass smacked. You ghetto bitches think that you can't get clapped. Bitch, let me tell you something. There's a difference between class and trash. You watch this shit, Boys in the Hood and all this and all these hoes on TV and the hoes in the video and Lotto. I put the videos that the things that people do to go viral. You do this stuff for a trend and you can't comprehend that, number one, you're going to end up one or two ways. You're going to end up in jail or in hell, period. There is no, what you call it? There is no, it's not a life goal or job goal to be a hoe or drug dealer. That's not a desired goal. Now, mind you, I know some people have to feed their families. I get that. And I will rightly say, back in the day, if it was weed from back in the day, Rasta weed, real natural weed. I mean, there were a lot of things. It's like tobacco didn't kill people. The American government killed people once they took the tobacco from the Native Americans and put all the nicotine and the tar and all that stuff. It's the stuff that they take, the cheap stuff down. It's like bread. Bread can kill you. I knew when the animals out at Fort Bragg, because guys, you know, ladies, you know too, used to feed them bread and the ducks and the fish. You could go fishing with bread and they would chomp on it just like that. Like, because they were just so hungry, especially during the pandemic. But when they stopped eating bread, you throw the bread in, you know, that's why you go out there. Sometimes you just see bread all over the water. The turtles don't, if the turtles don't eat the bread, the birds, you notice how the birds were shitting all over the place? That you go out to the park and be all on the benches and be just all over the place. Just the food is poison. But they tell you that nature is poisoning you. Which brings me back to Cardi B, because the one thing, see, that was a narrative too. So like you just popped into your head. I believe in like FDR. Bitch, you don't know who FDR is. Why don't you stay in your lane? Or let's have a real talk. I don't know. You don't owe me nothing. That is true. But when you want to step in my lane, bitch, I'm going to check you because I'm not scared of you, Offset, or nobody. Let me tell you, ho, I was born in Georgia. Georgia born, non bred. I'm not the hoe that fuck the hoe that gives a damn about the hoe. Anybody that's got that it factor, I applaud you in what you do, yo. But when you step into my turf, I will check you, hoe. You too will learn. With your skims pushing ass, yeah, you gonna need that cash. Cardi will do anything for money. That's clear. But at least she has a little bit of personality. A little bit. The rest of you have none. None of the Kardashians or the Jenners have no personality. We won't even talk about the Smiths. I don't know what type of personality that shit that you're on. I know if I could be right and I could be wrong, but I know you won't sue me, bitch. The question is, will I sue you? And that includes everyone that you got around me too. All of the cues. I'm giving back to you. Let's do a class today, okay? Let me show you the difference between what is going on right now. This is called Defenders. Defender Ammunition Company. I'm legal. Trust me. Ask the folks at Guns Plus. I'm legal. Anybody who's done a psych test on me, reminding you that while you were vetting me, I was vetting you. Like, I've had all the psychiatrists, psychologists, the psyops and everything. You did everything. And it's like, and some of you who went rogue, because I think even some of you took the tea, and that's why they got your ass bounced out too. You Cali people, some of you Rayford people, y'all are clueless. You're stupid. How do you come up in intelligence and fuck up and think that intelligence is not intelligence? Intelligence is called intelligence for a reason. Now, mind you, that is not to say that everybody in intelligence is smart. Some people get through however they get through. But this is what I'm saying to you. That's why I said, first off, for any men who say that women don't belong to the military, you probably a drunk or old drunk and ain't got nobody around you. Nobody's going to be around you. You're going to die broke, homeless, and bummy. So I get why you're bitter, boo. But saying stupid things about people who are actually doing their job is not going to help you. And that's why you're going to die drunk, bummy, homeless, and loveless. Nobody loves you. Not even God. What's God supposed to do? Waste time on you? When clearly you choose not to be taught. You chose that life, boo. Stay drunk. Stay broke. Stay poor. Defenders. 2 soldiers raised me. Not a drunk, not a whore. Do what you want to with other people, but when you come up to me, you either better step up your game or you better leave me be. Don't trigger the military, especially those in intelligence. And I'm not saying I'm intelligent. I'm just doing me. I was born intelligent. They came from me when I was young. Defenders. We're going to have a little class today. This is a defender bullet. And this is not a threat or anyway. We're just teaching a class. You got people, you got kids, like you got people learning from movies and videos and all this shit. And you have spoiled the industry. You have made the shit that you do, the flagrant way that you wave guns and do the shit that you do and rolling up on people. Now you have people doing this in real life and they're getting their bodies swiped out the way. And we don't have time for that, right? Because we're going into some real interesting stuff today. And I keep saying you don't want to believe in living astrology, but astrology could show you the way. If you understood your astrology chart, your astrology wheel, you keep waiting for Jesus to take the wheel. Jesus is showing you take your own wheel. Learn how to take charge of your life. If you say it, a hospital can say it, but they don't do it, right? They take charge of your wealth. They take charge of your money. They kill you for a fee. Am I lying? Ask yourself. Ask other people why people don't go. The last place they're going to go is Cape Fear Valley. Cape Fear Valley, Highsmith, Rainey, same thing to me. And I'm not saying Womack is perfect, but I know my legacy. I know where my mom's energy was. And I know, you know what? Y'all still owe me. So this is a real soldier talking. Real kid. Real soldier kid. Real military brat. This is for my brats. I don't give a damn about the rest of these. These for my military brats. I don't give a damn about these Nepo brats, these rich brats, these trash ass brats, these so-called, Beyonce, Cardi B, whatever brat. I mean, I'm not knocking all of y'all with what you do, but the fact that you think that you're better than us, goddamn well that's not true. Just because you wave a little bit of money, I'm a billionaire. We'll see if you're a billionaire in another 2 years. Because you're going to see something that you have never seen before, my dear. And that is when the fear. You think you're scared now. I'm doing my part. Because we really don't want. We already have a war at home. We really don't want. Well, never mind. It is what it is. So I'm going to leave it alone. I want you to follow the analogy today, because this is a class. This is not a flex. This is a class. This is a defender. Like, our bombs are like this too, but this is a defender. It's brass, it's copper, and it's this. Well, you can't see it, but if you go to a gun shop, if you go to Gun Plus, they can show you that. If you take gun classes, they'll show you that. It's long and it has brass on the top. This will hurt you. This will like stop. This will stop a person. This will warn you, and this will stop you. This is like the military who says stop. Is the Matrix glitching today? Who runs the Matrix, okay? I think the Matrix is pussy. How dare she say that? How dare I be me? Who do you think I am in the Matrix, darling? Oh, everybody's an oracle, see? Okay. Y'all be the oracle to the industry. I'm the oracle to the military. I chose wisely. This is like the military going, stop. Be careful, because you're about to get dropped. And please believe me that these can stop you. These can stop you. Now, these are called gold dots. It's a shorter box. You don't have as many. You have, like, see the long box, see the difference between the box. You have a lot in here. Like I said, this is where I go when I'm going shooting for fun. I'll see something, but there's a lot in here. But the point making is, it's not always about quantity. It's about quality. Oh, please believe defenders get the job done. But there's a lot in here. Gold dots is a shorter box. You don't need as many. Oh, you see, you see these chambers empty, right? Message. This says, back up. Because I will hurt you if you proceed to come at me the wrong way. And you will be hurt. You will be stopped. This is a gold dot. It's smaller. It's maybe a little bit more stockier, but it's smaller and more compact. Smaller and more compact. This is big. This is taller and longer. And this will stop you. This is smaller and more compact. I could pump 3 or 4 in a crazy person. Maybe, crazy people are hard to break down. You pump one of these in the right place. This is man down. This is RIP. Don't trigger the military or military brats. See, I'm a very peaceful person. But after that stuff y'all pulled off on me, and I don't know where it came from, but all I can say is not Twitch, bitch. This narrative shit, the devil is a trick. And the devil is real, whatever the devil will be. But you know what? You have that in your energy. You too have that in your tree. You have the choice to go to wherever your character flaw or learning lesson may be. Your Saturn return. Now, Storm Monroe is talking about Saturn returns. We've been talking about Saturn. Well, Storm's going to jump on anything. You know, Storm's going to jump on anything to get that buddy. It's okay with me. Do you, bro? I don't have a problem with you. I will say people act like, I don't know. I've never met her. Okay. All right. Do that. Okay. All right. It's okay. It's all right. You got your crew and I got mine. But understand, if you steal from me, any of you, if you steal on me, notice where are the missing gold dots. Don't break into my house. Breaking into my house is like breaking into a tomb. You're dead. You're doomed. And they know it. But where do you think I got it from? Who do you think taught me? I'm not the one on the run. I'm not the one hiding. I'm not the one trying to gang stalk behind keyboards and keyboard gangsters. I'm not the prankster. I'm the one that's up here saying to your face, I will lay you to waste. Dynamite. Wow, I saw that right. Big bird flew by. The Blue Jays and the European Starlings. The European Starlings, by the way, I haven't heard, they came out when I did that. Those the first birds I heard. Blue Jay is always there, so I got to find out again what the Blue Jay is about, because Blue Jays are supposed to be good symbols of good life, right? And good and stuff. Good for me. The color blue sometimes, you know. I support my blue family. Which blue family might that be? The blue family that supports me. But the European starlings that come out, the animals are, the birds are migrating in different degrees. Like the boat tail crackle at the beach, which a grackle with a G. I'm in love with those birds. They are wonderful, but they're all over the place. You find out more about the boat tail grackles, and you start to see how Mother Nature, you know, is making her play. You start to see how all of this, I'm telling you, it's that type of day. Some would call it Judgment Day. Some would call it Resurrection Day. Depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. Spectrum, too, that's the thing. You have so many kids on the spectrum. How is that? How are so many kids on the spectrum? And why do you I know the birds are flying. Oh, my God, it just flew right over me like that. The crow just flew right over me. Oh, my gosh. Mommy says, girl, you are on fire. The nurse's kid is saying it. You have so many children on the spectrum. Between the food and I'm telling you, Big Pharma and FDA will try to kill you for the things you know and say. I have a very powerful enemy against me. It's not like I don't know that. I really do. But see, if I were me, then I have to fulfill my legacy. What is my legacy to you? The point is, what is my legacy to me? I'm not going to be on the cross. You're not going to sacrifice me. Bitch, you want to come and sacrifice me? I promise you I will take every single one of y'all out first. Because the military are like defenders. But when we go to war, we're gold dots. We're in gold dot mode right now. As she talks with a heart chakra meditation. War and Peace. That's a book that some of you need to read, if you could read. You have a lot of books that are out that can't help you, won't help you, and won't help anybody. You have crazy ass narcissistic bitches who don't realize that they're going to die. Horribly. Horribly. There's not enough praying you can do. Your actions don't change, so God will change you. You don't believe in God. Somebody called up the energy of Ma Ali. I said, don't ever do that. Ma protects me. I know for a fact that when Yeah. Who ha that's like Candyman. And Candyman's a movie for you, but Mark Ali is not a movie, boo. They tried to show you a little bit of that in Indiana Jones, but trust me, these legacies aren't wrong. There's something to do. There's something with that. Think about how earthquakes are. Think about why, and by the way, why did Disney take off Moana? Or I don't know, Disney's got its own problems going. Disney too. Disney too. Disney too. Didn't we all grow up on the Mickey Mouse Club? And all those people in the Mickey Mouse Club got screwed. I grew up on Annette Funicello and who was it? Frankie Avalon. I'm not ashamed of saying that. My life wasn't so bad. I didn't grow up in a shack. Maybe some of you guys did. Well, okay, but I didn't. All black people didn't grow up in shacks. All black people didn't grow up in slave shacks. All black people weren't slaves. All black people weren't brought over here on boats. We were already here. We were here. We were in Mexico. We were in South America. We were in Spain. You have black samurais. What happened to the statues that I had? How did they disappear? I had a legacy of pictures and stuff from Japan that my mom and dad had that, when you are in mourning and you can't pay attention to everything. People who are supposed to pay attention to you, but they still on you. And that's why they don't know anything. And then, because they're used to doing that, right? Like, I don't know that it's also biblical. There's always one you're supposed to sacrifice so you can climb. Like I told you, for every Abel, there's a million Cains. And I'm Abel all the time. So I understand the Cains around me. They just don't understand me. Because they're trying to paint this religious picture. Well, we just going to sacrifice her. You did that already. We had the Last Supper already. When I was in the middle of that parking lot right in front of my family. And I'm like, let's go. I don't know. And someone said, well, Val, that's just a little bit of fear. And I'll be the first to admit, yeah, that was a little bit of fear. I'm like, it's almost like people want to make it seem like you can't have fear. Like, fear is a bad thing. Fear is actually a good thing. If you let it drive you the right way. But if you're one of these people that say, well, you're just being scared, that little condescending type of thing, like you didn't really mean, I meant that. I meant that. That is one thing about, for those of you who say you're into Doctor Who now, I don't know if you are, and I really don't give a damn. But for those of you real Whovians from back in the day, by the way, that is way. Did I see something on video like, could Ncuti got what be the next Tom Baker? No. Don't do that yet. You have to earn that, yo. Don't. That does not help the legacy of Doctor Who. Somebody fucked you up too for a fee. And now your whole legacy, could that be Disney? Did Disney screw the Smith family? I mean, never mind. What you gonna do, sue me? Make me scared. Call me up on the phone 50,000 times. I want your ass. Well, I want you to. But God said, let it pass. Mama said, come and chill in nature. Because they don't know about you. This hoe is stupid and sick. And she don't know. You're done with the tricks. You will kill all those bitches. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. 'Tis the season. The veil is so incredibly thin. That's when they go, what is she? Don't worry about it. I'm a good kid. I'm always the good kid. If I wasn't a good kid, trust me. Defenders, gold dots. If I was a good kid, you'd already be dead. I made a little post on YouTube and someone said, you know what, this is plane flying by. You're not, you just, they actually told me, stop living. You're not special. Drunk people don't have anything else better to do but to hate on people who have a real mission, because they don't. All their mission is to suck and to fucking. When they can't do that and they can't push their books and can't do the shit that they do, and they make a habit of destroying people down because they're miserable clowns. But everything you do is still clownish, and so you want to clown town, pound town everybody till you don't realize that one day you too will come up on somebody that's better than you. Bitch, I'll break you and your whole motherfucking goddamn crew. I might be crazy or I might not be. And if I'm not crazy, what does that say about me? That means that what I'm saying I could do to you, I could. I wish a bitch would. Scene. Hashtag edutainment, just parody. I'm just doing entertainment for everybody. I am the military entertainment, okay? Because they need something to laugh about today. Because you motherfuckers ain't damn funny. You say, we love the military, we support you, but you don't. You just want military money. You don't really support them as far as the therapy. What therapy do you have when the psyops are like going out? You know, you new people. You new people. And some of you old people too. We need to come together and bring the smart ones into view. We need to see more of you, because that's what's going to help get us through. You don't need somebody like a Cardi B talking about FDR. That bitch don't know nothing. I mean, I don't mean to call your bitch Cardi. You know, you cool with me. I mean, you're a part of that hoe ass, wop ass legacy too. All the Kardashians, I'm telling you, they're making a slave out of you. You really gonna let that hoe make a slave out of you? But I know you'll do anything for the money. But reminding you, remember when Miss Val told you, they're going to fuck you up. They always do. How many times you don't even know who you are anymore? Do you really want this to happen to your children too? Seriously, what happened to you? Because when you don't break that curse, it just goes from generation to generation to generation. Even as Jaguar Wright was saying, Jag, you know, say what you want about Jag, but the mantra for the day should be self-love. Self-love, self-motivation. Y'all preach and talk self-love, but you have not a clue. And you listen to these so-called gurus who want to put you on shrooms. Where you at, Marcus, with all your shrooms? I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you stuck in your room? In fact, all you people, remember that the pilot? The pilot that almost brought the plane down, he was on shrooms too. Can you imagine if the military was on shrooms? Can you imagine if they were all drugged up and high? I'm just saying, you ain't about that life. When you choose to be a soldier, you got to be on top of your game. You got to be sane, as sane as you can be. Because being a soldier is like, being a soldier and sane is like, and I mean, it's kind of like an oxymoron sort of. I mean, you know what? Let's just be real. When God needs a job done, God calls on soldiers. Because here's the one. It's not easy to kill people and still maintain your sanity. I love you guys and gals so much, honestly. That's why whenever you see me, you can get a legitimate hug from me. We are, the one thing about military family, we don't look at religion and color and all this and all that. We look at, can you do the job? Can you support me? Are you team or are you not? Because if you're not team, then you got to get the fuck out. If you can't do the job, you got to get the fuck out. That's what I said. All these people want to push this little money, this little clout. I mean, you know, the industry has been so fucked up. For the DJ, it's important. Yes. But had it not been for good people in radio from back in the day, none of your music ever would have gotten played. I literally fought consultants, fought corporations, fought businesses to play your music, and you stabbed me in the back. Now everybody's got a podcast. I left radio, did my own show because that wasn't, I mean, remember when me and Mitch Faulkner did the Edge magazine and stuff, and we told you about this so long ago, but now all of you are doing it too, like it's new to you. When we were telling you, I've been in the beginning of telling you what the music industry would do. I was there at the beginning. 50 years of hip hop, and it is all still a flop. You're so proud of yourself, but for what? You killed the industry. You did it to you. You are bringing the industry to a stop. You want to bring the white man, you suck the white man's dick. You fuck this chick. You fucked up your own shit. And now drug dealers want to push weed everywhere with the fentanyl in it. Oh, you just not trying to save your family, right? So you don't care that you give something to somebody and they could die just like that. Bitch, personally, I would shoot the fuck out of all of you, but I try to let it slide. But you want to come up and try to roll up on me and do some gang signs again? You don't even know about me. You think I'm some little pussy ass little chick? Sitting here, oh, she's an uppity chick. She came from a good family. My mother and my father were good. But I had some bona fide, hella fide motherfucking OGs in my family tree. To be honest, I didn't really get a chance to see a lot of the stuff from my mother's side of the family because there's so much fake, and that's why she left these motherfuckers alone. We don't do with that. Come on. How's everybody can? House just popped. Black Mormons, I guess. Anyway, if you get it, you get it. But as far as the other side, my daddy took me to see everybody. Everybody. They loved me. Not so much the rest of my family. I see that now. But it's okay. But I got some ancestors who are rolling in like Pluto today. I love it. Y'all need to understand what a Saturn return really is and stop listening to these people who are doing it for a narrative and doing it for a biz, because they're not going to save you. And really, at the end of the day, the military ain't got time to play with you. And we don't have time for you to play with our money. And I'm talking to the government too. I'm talking to the government. I'm talking to you bad policemen who want to do with the shit. You better put your you good policemen better get these bad policemen in check, okay? Because you getting ready to go through something that you haven't even seen yet. Some of you have never been through a real depression like we've been going through recession, and this is, I don't give a damn what they say about the economy is. The economy ain't shit. Biden ain't shit. Trump ain't shit. None of that ain't shit. All of it is like Thomas Paine, common sense. Where is the common sense? Let's be real about this. Trump set the precedent for bad business. He set the precedent for bad business where people could come in and just hostile takeovers everywhere. I saw a hostile takeover on a base. When you cut off the communications on a military base, who the fuck in their right mind does that? Over money. Over money. The decisions that you were making were literally limiting the security of the country. And I know some of you, we don't give a damn about the country. We don't give a damn. Then why are you fucking here? Don't your welfare come from this country? Don't your food stamps come from this country? I find it, and don't think this just black people. This white people too. You got some angry, bitter ass, cracker ass, motherfucking po ass, trashy ass, meth headed white people. That's what I'm talking to all of you. I'm talking to you crazy ass, crotchety ass, dusty ass niggas, and you crackers too, criggers. You all the same to me. You're trash. If it were up to me, I'd wipe you all out just like that. However, I'm supposed to hold back and let, the forces do what the forces do. So I'm talking to the good kids right now. I get you. I get you, because you're looking at this stuff and saying it is wild and it is crazy, especially if you're smart. And when you come here, and the ones who come here, they're like, what the hell? There you go. What the hell? Portals of hell. North Carolina in itself is an incel. In all many ways, if you know what I mean. But where else would you be? Think about that. You have multiple portals of hell right here. You have a legacy and hell at the same time. You literally have the opening between heaven and hell right here. So where else would you be but here? Fort Bragg, 82nd Airborne? Where else would God put you to deal with the devil? Where else would you be trained better in hell? And as someone said, that's just planes flying by. These planes fly by all the time, especially over the last couple. Well, anyway, Are you mad because they don't fly over you? Are they mad because you can't get the money like you used to do? Are you mad because I put a stop on you trying to, like, you know, roll up on some of these military wives or military spouses and trying to love bomb, you know, people? And by the way, widows. Do not get tricked out by these suckers. Especially if you're online and people are just DMing you, you don't know who they are. AI is real. You could be talking to somebody, you think that you are in a relationship with somebody. If you haven't touched that person in reality, you are in a relation with nobody. You could be surprised how many celebrities, fake ass celebrities, poor ass celebrities, falling celebrities, rappers, politicians, whoever it be. You be surprised because you haven't seen these people in reality, and then they set these little hoes up maybe to come and visit you, or no, you're supposed to meet them somewhere and then you disappear. Don't do that to yourself. If you haven't been able to touch the person in reality, if you haven't touched that person, if you haven't vetted that person, if you haven't met that person's family, let it be. Especially right now, because they're going to kill you for your money. They're just trying to get up on your grind. Now I just gave you some free advice, which is what I do all the time. Everybody else, you got to pay for this person. Pay, like if I say, why don't you cash out me right now? Cash out me, $ValJonesDaO. There you go. Cash out me, $ValJonesDaO. I'm going to say it again. Cash out me, $ValJones. ValJonesDaO. You know, with the $. But however, if you do or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to let it go. I'm saying that's what they do all the time. But you see, I really don't even worry about the money like that, because either way, I'm going to get mine. I'm in my shine. I'm in my grind. I am on time with what I do. I'm on my assignment, and I'm in my alignment. And anybody who says, I do the same thing she does, I don't know these people, and they're not aware. You say you're woke, but what type of woke are you? This fake woke shit, woke is all a joke. Did I hear South Park? I would actually like to meet, and I know they're crazy and crooked as ever, but I would actually like to meet the people at South Park. I would actually like to work with them a little bit. Because they are amazing. I mean, you know, if you have a family, I wouldn't say South Park is a good thing to raise kids on, but you know what? Maybe that's what the kids need to be raised on right now. But I'm just saying that's why where my husband and I found out, like, because they tell you the truth in some things. The satire is a parody, but there's some, if you research and see, which is what I'm learning to do, you throw a little bit of out comedy, parody, and then, you know, then it's up to you. You can pick it up and research it on your own with your woke ass, or you can, like, let it pass and you can, you know, believe all these celebrities who's just milking you for cash. But just like with Scientology and Chef, that was a real thing. Isaac Hayes and Scientology, that was a real thing. My husband, see, he knew. That's why I loved my husband, in the fact that he understood me he understood me. But we're watching South Park, and the episode with Chef and Scientology, and I'm like laughing and stuff like that, and he's like, no, they really believe that shit. Because I mean, yeah, I'm not really I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they do believe that. No. Yes. If that makes sense to you, fine. But it's the fair gaming that some of you do. You do know that there had to be a day that you were going to run up against the wrong person. That was biblical too. Because you were lying, especially to you. You like to intimidate people in the shadows. Now I'm in my shadow side too. You didn't do the shadow work. But I'm doing the shadow work on you. You better pass that bitch to the side, because that bitch could die. That bitch will die. Who might that bitch be? Whoever the dumbass motherfucker that keeps wanting to come for me. The crow said it might be you. And reminding you, this is entertainment. I'm doing like South Park shit today. And my part. Okay. So, okay. Like I'm going to cut my hair. Bitch, do you know how long it took me to even look at people with dreads again and feel free when people with locks murdered my husband, and yet no justice, no peace? So now I wasn't going to cut my hair because you were feeling some kind of goddamn anxiety. I want everybody to get here. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. These locks are my medal of honor. Because I had to get through this stuff nearly by myself. When you can go to, she needed therapy. She should have went, when you go to psychiatrists or psychologists, you go to these, because the bitch can't handle a real table talk of truth. When you go to a real psychologist and psychiatrist and you tell their story and they look at you like, how are you even doing what you do? Number one, because I wasn't raised by pussies. I wasn't raised by weeds. I was raised by masters. What else can you do? It was clear I couldn't kill myself. In reality, I tried that. I tried that too. So maybe that's one way we could say why January 26, 2020, you couldn't kill me either. Because I was born from birth, from conception, to be this cosmic teacher. Maybe to myself. And anybody who wants to like rock with me, if you see it, then that's good. But if not, that's okay too. I'm not asking for anybody to join my crew. I mean, I'm just saying I'm not joining you. But the thing about it is the stuff that happened to me in the last couple of years, I didn't know where it was coming from. I don't know if it was coming from, crazy Trump supporters who were getting it wrong. And at the same time, Trump was saying some things wrong. I will say he knew he was an actor. He wasn't even trying to win, but he won. So what was he going to do? But the thing about it is, some of the stuff he said was actually true. So I'm not saying to dismiss all the negative shit because he got to pay and going to pay for that. That's the beautiful thing about a Saturn return. I told you Gemini's in their low vibe. One or two things. They either learn the hard way or they go to jail or to hell. That's just how it is. He was low vibing. However, they do give you a little bit of, nuggets of truth in what they say or what they do. Now, for as much as you hate Trump, then how do you hate Trump but you love Biden? You don't have a clue. Genocide is genocide, man. You're still the same old shrew. Your face is different. But are you? FDR in his worst stage was better than you. Said it, meant it. That's a person who's actually studied history and politics, not some celebrity trying to do something for YouTube tricks or for viral or social media tricks. You set up, both of you set up your own military. So both of you ain't shit. Republican, Democrat, it's all the same to me. It's all insanity. Actually, and I'm not saying if he is or if he's not, but I'm saying at least that's a good step to be an independent. And Kennedy is a legacy. It has a legacy. It has stories. Let's not be. Let's be real about that. But I will say that's a good way to start with being independent. Why should I choose a party? You need to start. Voting doesn't work. Voting will never work. Voting has not worked for ever. I mean, for a long time. Voting it's not even clever what they do. Voting doesn't work just because your whole thing is screwed. People shouldn't have to vote on parties. I shouldn't have to label myself a Democrat or a Republican. I have said that countless times before. I see some people who are Democrats that I would never, ever, ever, ever vote for anymore. Ever, never. They ain't never done shit. Ain't never gonna do shit. Ain't about shit. But every election time, they come in with the same old rhyme. Lying ass motherfuckers miss me every time. And on the same token, we all know there's some Republicans that ain't shit, and even Republicans know that. Why don't a simple solution, but this is what you want to, because it makes sense, which gets back to Thomas Paine, common sense. And please don't talk to me about the founding father, because that's another story too, because George Washington didn't even want to be president. He was a military person. He was like, and he wasn't even the first president. That too is a fact. Your first president was black. But you know, I could be lying. Research that. That's what I say. Like, white people, you are this blue blood. My blood is bluer than you, and always has been. Miss me with that, my friend. If you can't comprehend, then you have come up to the wrong person. I told you. You want to look at me as a little darky child, and let me tell you something, bitch. I got something on you that sticks for a while. And it is called truth and integrity. I'm smarter than you. I find it just amazing that people think just because you're white that you are better than I am. You can do what I do. You can be better than me. You can make me a slave. You don't have, you know what? I have gold eyes on you, bitch. Don't trigger the military. I'm a military brat. I'm a military chick. Shout out to my master gunners out there. Ooh, and my commanding warrant officers too, and my real drill sergeants. Fuck it. I don't know what y'all doing in Chicago with that shit. Don't come after me. I'm just saying, do you. But you better know your lane. Some of us ain't playing. Do not trigger the military. We're not the same. We didn't grow up in the hood. Well, I mean, I did grow up in the hood, but not that hood. But we didn't grow up with trash. We didn't shoot like that. We're very calculating. We calculate. We do math. So trust me. Even my folks at Guns Plus were like, "You never done this before?" Never. You sure? Even like trying to figure out like what's your strong gun? I don't know. But I seem to gravitate to my left hand a lot, so that's my stronger hand. I guess I'm an ambidextrous. Show my dad was a lefty, so it's funny how whenever I start to do certain things, the left hand just comes out, and so even my Glock is a lefty Glock, so it's specialized in gold dots. I say that for a reason because people think that just because I'm an old lady by myself sitting in the middle of the hood, which I'm not scared. I'm cool here. I'm cool anywhere. That's one thing about military and military brats. Everything is a barracks to us. You can put us in the middle of anything and we will adapt. But just because I'm around, and that's not to say I'm around trash, but I'm just saying just if I'm around trash, that doesn't mean I'm going to be trash. It's like you could be out in the middle of the war, but you're not going to be like them. You have to stay on your path. You always have to stay on your path. You have to stay centered and focused. And know first and foremost who you are and what you're about. So that's to all my soldiers and my soldier spouses too. Because I know you are. My heart goes out to. I know. And this is when they're going to really try to come for you because they're going to think that you're in a sense of weakness. And they don't really know about you. They don't really know about us. They don't. In us we trust. The war at home is a real one. But while our men and women are fighting overseas, we can't be acting all up and losing all the money and the finances. And then when we come back home, it's just a tragedy. I mean, it's tragedy on top of tragedy. It's a tragedy. So there's got to be something that you got to start making sense, okay? You can do whatever you want to. I'm just saying, just passing along. You got to make sense on how you spend your money. If you want to spend your money doing all this narrative shit, then you know what? Don't come asking for don't ask for these charities to help you in another year or so, because money's not going to be there. Money's very tight right now. Rich people got money, and you know why? They know why. But this is the thing that's funny. They don't think that they can lose their money because they have made a pact with the devil. Didn't anybody ever tell you that the devil lies? The devil knew that you were a slut, a whore. You would do anything for a fee. The devil played you, my friend. Don't listen to me. #Valorine. You call me the witch? No, I'm just that chick that told you the honest to God truth. But as you know, he said in the movie, you can't handle the truth. And that is the truth. So that's why I deal with the youth that I choose to deal with. And if your kids are bratty and don't know how to act, I'll smack a child. They're not my child. You break up into my house, you can lose a child. Reminding you, this is full. I can always depend on these defenders. But right now, we're in gold dot mode. I pay bills here. It's like my body. You don't roll up on me. There are men who really think that they can force themselves on you. There are rapists and robbers and they're gang stalkers who really think, and some of them are women too, or want to be women. Whether you're all bitches, you're all pussy to me. My mother thought I'd make a good soldier. My mother thought I'd make a good officer because of my college degree. My daddy knew. No. She's got too much me in her. Not to say that I would go Full Metal Jacket, but I pull myself out of situations like that before I go that. But if I go completely rogue, I'm like saying, this is not a show, honey. This is a warning. Trigger warning, parody warning, edutainment warning, no military warning. Do not trigger the military. How did we get to a country that you don't even care about the people who truly serve and protect you? That is just insane to me, the shit that you do. You think this shit ain't gonna come back to haunt you, and yet these men and women are going across, they're doing all this stuff, and then you wave therapy. This person needs therapy, this person needs, no, you motherfuckers in Hollywood, you motherfuckers in the entertainment industry, and you motherfuckers are politicians, all you motherfuckers just doing shit around here that don't even know what the fuck you doing. You need some type of therapy. You need a real talk. You need a therapy check. You need to show some respect. The disrespect that you got going on, you got these women twerking everywhere and doing everything, and goddamn right, you can't judge it. Goddamn right I can judge, bitch. When it comes to me, I judge what's around me. How the fuck you think that you ain't paid for shit? Let that bitch come up in my face and you get smacked full of gold dots. But you know what my mom and my dad said? You are not that. You're a kid with class. And that's why you're showing people you could go there, but you're here. You could go there, but you're here. That was weird how the door closed but open. Because my energy was being revved up. I'm cool. I'm good. Okay, that's it. That was your class today. Don't trigger the military. And how did we get to this situation that we're in today? Because we have trash-ass celebrities. We have trash-ass politicians. We have trash-ass preachers. We have trash-ass business leaders, leading to what? We have trash-ass liars. All of you are sus. We have trash ass people who want to blame the people who do the work. And that's who you hurt. The same ones that you go and choose to call on to help you. You be praying for Jesus. Jesus, help me. Who do you think that they're called to when you're in war times? When you're drowning, when it's floods and it's all this and all that, the emergency workers and all, you know what? But you think a mask is going to help you? These masks have done nothing for you. People are still wearing a mask in everything they do. Hollywood wears a mask. Disney wears a mask. The record industry wears a mask. Radio industry wears a mask. I'm willing to let it pass, but you keep coming for me for my cash, and you think you're going to like come up in my stash, and you think I won't clap back. Bitch, we're in gold dot mode right now. Wow, spirit just came through. The curtain just opened up like, whoo! That air just came on through. Libra moon, you goddamn right I can judge. Am I judging you? Ma says you better listen. Hear the wind. Woo! Ma is in the house. She ain't playing about her baby. Ooh-wee. 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 She is not playing about her baby. She is not playing about her baby. My mother protects me. A real mother protects. I love Gaia. I love the earth. I give the earth respect. Because from the earth you get food. From the earth you get abundance. From the earth you get substance. I respect that which truly gives. But you motherfuckers have lost that right. And you've lost that gift. So do you deserve to live? Then you better change up your actions. Because it's wartime and we're clapping. Greatest show on earth. Don't trigger the military. And don't trigger me. I've been great since birth. Feel Good Friday. Have a nice day. Coffee in a few, okay? Alpha to Alpha with man. I do have an alpha, by the way. I recognize the plan. I'm good with that. What would my mom and dad and my hubby do? I told you. Legacy is legacy. I'm down with my crew. You talk about alignment. Saturn returns. Saturn and Sagittarius. The whole world now is under Saturn and Pisces, which is a great thing because that alignment keeps. Oh, there goes the bird. There goes the hawk. There goes the yeah. There goes the birds. Well, there's the bird. And there's the bird. I love my guys. Birds on both sides. Yep. Anyway. And thank you. Yeah, I do make a good tenant. I do. I make a security everywhere I go. I'm a good role model, okay? And I pay my bills on time, yeah. I'm not trying to con anybody, because I don't think anybody needs to be conned right now, because we're in crazy times. But you keep conning the wrong people, you be left behind. You will be gold-dotted. Just don't trigger the military. We're going through a lot, yeah. But, or do. That's your lesson. Whatever's up to, you know, whatever. What's this? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, shall be. Anyway. Wait a minute. Go somewhere in nature today where you can hear these type of sounds and just breathe. Breathe in some fresh air. Get around people who care. If you're around people who don't care, just get away from them, period. Period. Just get away from them. Fresh air always cares. Nature always cares. Nature is made that way. You don't need any drugs, need to be drunk, but if you need... Damn beating got in the house, I gotta go. Here's what it is, y'all. But, yeah, but nature is so cool. Nature therapy. You're listening to someone who's never done what you do. You're listening to someone who's going to tell you how to be a soldier when they don't have a clue. You're listening to people who have never seen people blown up in front of their face or shot in front of their face. And you're expecting broken, drunk, drug addict people to lift you up out of this place, out of this space. That's impossible. You're expecting the impossible to happen, but you're Kim Possible, right? No, you're Kim Stupid. Kim, that Kim. You Kim Stupid. Some things you're calling possible for a reason, because that is not math. You're trying to make impossible math become possible and plausible math. And math will never do that, because math is exact. If the math ain't right, it ain't mapping. Map the math. MTM. Map the math. And that's why I roll with intelligence in real life. Message. That's your therapy talk for today. From ValJonesDaO. Should you so choose to donate, Cashapp, $ ValJonesDaO, ValJonesDaO, $. Don't, or just don't. Or PayPal. I am Val Jones. It's easy. It's easier said than done. I am ValJones@gmail.com. PayPal. I am Val Jones. Or not. I do this as a service to my tribe. Because together we grow. Together we not only survive the hardest of times, but together we thrive. And we need to do more than survive. You have babies. No one has the right to take your life over dumb shit. No one. Don't trigger us. You say you're the devil? Reminding you, when God wants somebody to deal with the devil, God and Goddess will call on a devil too. Salute to my crew. Salute to the Devil Brigade. Do what you have to do. I'm with you. Love my doc. That's all I'm going to say. In a few hours. Okay?